Again, my name is Gabe Solna. I just received a series of emails that I think you want to take a look at. This one in particular, it's on Before It's News, and they feature 10 stories that are pretty interesting. This one in particular that I've spent a fair amount of time is fairly lengthy. It's titled, New Evidence Pentagon Linked to Iraq Torture Center. More War Crimes Exposed. Now, if you can't find it on that particular site, Before It's News, you can get it on YouTube. Just type in what I just stated. New Evidence, Pentagon Linked to Iraq Torture Center, More War Crimes Exposed. And what's really scary about this is what happened during the Iraq War and right after the Iraq War. And what happened is our government under Rumsfeld supported the Shia. See, the Shiites were, again, the leading majority, but they were the minority. The Sunnis were the majority as far as population. And for whatever reason, our government decided to arm and support the Shiites so they can go whack the Sunni. And they talk about, I mean, you've got to go watch this video. They talk about torture camps, and they talk about, I think they said, what, 120,000 dead? And out of that, 4,400 were Americans. Yeah, our military went over there for what? But what's really frightening is this is exactly what's being replayed right now, but in reverse. The Obama administration, and this was stated very clearly by the new Secretary of State. Yeah, John Kerry. He said that they are training and supporting the rebels in Syria. And this is exactly the same as when we trained and supported the rebels in Iraq. The difference now is we're supporting the Sunni, not the Shia. I mean, this is really nuts. Now, you really want to go take a look at that because it's very eye-opening. I mean, they had a guy by the name of Colonel James Steele. He is a real frightening piece of work. But again, understand what happened. Our military went ahead and supported the insurgents in Iraq. They supported the Shia, and they gave military training, and they gave arms, and they gave military support to the Shia so they could go whack the Sunni. And now the exact opposite is happening in Syria. It also happened in Libya. Obama got rid of Gaddafi, who was a Shiite. And that's because Obama is a Sunni. Now, this stuff is, I mean, you couldn't make this up. Please, go to YouTube. Type in, New Evidence, Pentagon Linked to Iraq Torture Centers, More War Crimes Exposed. It'll really rock you back on your heels. It certainly rocked me back on my heels. We are replaying the exact same scenario, but with opposite players. This is nuts. And you know what the outcome is going to be? More American blood for nothing. What we should do is put Obama into some battle gear and throw him out there, you know, with his new Secretary of Defense and his Secretary of State and his Secretary of CIA. Let them battle it out. Unbelievable. You got to go watch it.